of the popular Sleepwell mattresses, Sheela Foam. Their IPO is opening today. Rahul Gautam, the MD of Sheela Foam, joins us now to talk about that. Rahul, hi. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
I want to just start by asking you, what growth do you foresee for the organized Indian mattress industry, say, over the next 3 to 4 years?
So if we take a cue from the recent past, we've been tracking about 11-12%. But with the kind of changes like the GST, and in fact the demonetization is almost like a half GST, the expectation is that it'll be closer to 17 to 18%.
Why? Because you expect informal demand or unbranded demand to go away and come to you?
So the unbranded demand doesn't go away, but the unbranded demand gets converted to better value for the customer.
So they pay tax and therefore become
So when they pay tax, it all becomes out in the open, and then they can, sort of brand the product, give a better product, not hide what's inside a mattress, and charge the right price for it.
Okay. A lot of us have used your mattress Sleepwell.
I hope it works.
Of course, it works very well. But, the good part is that the operational performance of your business has improved substantially. I mean, 4 or 5 years back, your margins were just about 7%. And now, as of last half, your margins have crossed about 13%. What has led to this operational improvement, and should we expect that to sustain?
So there are many things that happen. And if I take FY16, that's where the real increase in the margins came about. Of course, it was triggered by some raw material prices going down. But in branded products, generally, then you never kind of reduce prices as we kind of move along. And there were many other issues that we took care of. One major part that we took care of was actually converting our MBOs into EBOs, So there is a unified or an integrated supply from manufacturing to distribution to the dealers, which is exclusive. The entire channel is exclusive. And therefore, they respect value, they take care of price changes if there are any, and that just helped. Plus, we've also done a lot of internal changes, like the entire value chain, So starting from procurements to productivity increases to distribution and logistic improvements. And as we go forward, these things have fundamentally changed, actually, as far as the business is concerned.
How you said all over India?
It's all over India.
Okay, so GST would mean logistics benefits as well?
Sure. So so currently, like we supply to a commercial state, then the supply points will be based on where it is best to supply from. Instead of going through
GST would be less than VAT for you, because you don't have to pay some other things which were excluded from VAT. How does it work in an arithmetic way?
So if I look at the current rate of taxation, which is an excise duty plus CST plus the VAT, and equate it to if it was GST, it will come to some 21.5 or something like that. Now, either we should be in 18 or 28. Most chances are we would be in 18, which would then help. And as the government is saying to pass on those advantages to the consumer, of course we would. That will bring the absolute value down.
Okay. Just some more mundane questions. How much are you making in this IPO? Is the company making money? Is it divestment? And if the company is making money, what will you do with it?
So it's an OFS, which is existing shareholders selling this thing. The company is relatively debt-free. It is completely, it has, for whatever projects it has enough generation of its own. And so we thought that this is the best way to list.
So you guys, the promoters, are selling out, the promoting family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There are some very strong brands in the business, other brands like Kurlon, Duroflex, etc. How's competition been for you, and is there a lot of pressure currently?
So I think if you look on a larger perspective, we are all co-suppliers to the market, really. I mean, we are brands, we do compete on a lower level, we do compete with each other. The salespeople would be, sort of one against the other and doing all the kind of... But whatever is the potential in the market or the requirement in the market, I think we are all kind of co-supplying in some manner or the other, And we do also cooperate in terms of systems, in terms of sizes. For example, sizing is a major issue. You know,
So what's your market share currently, and how much do you think it can grow over the next 2 to 3 years?
So the organized mattress market is estimated at about 3,000 crores,
Okay.
and we have 23% of that share. We grow a little quicker than
The
what
market.
the markets are growing. Plus, the unorganized converting to the organized side would only help. So I expect this 23 to go up to 30 in about 2 years' time.
Okay, what about this promoter share after the divestment? What will you be holding?
So it will work out to about 85%.
Oh, okay. That's still a substantial.
85.5 to be precise, you know.
Okay. And yeah, you told us about your growth in market share that you're forecasting, 23 to 30% in 2 years. What kind of top line growth would you be looking at? I mean, currently I think 1,600 crores is what you did last in FY16, if
That's
I'm
right.
not wrong.
That's right.
Over the next say 1 to 2 years, what are you looking at?
So there's I think, a bit of a constraint at the moment to really talk
sure.
about the future numbers because we're right in the middle of the IPO. But let's say the growth would be higher than what it has been in the past. And you're quite right that it was about 1,600 with about 300 coming from our overseas subsidiary, Australia, and the balance from here, about 1,300 from here.
We'll have to leave it at that, Mr. Gautam. Thank you very much and hope your IPO has a dream run.
Thank you. We really need the good wishes. Yesterday, the anchor has closed, and that's been a strong support, about 150 crores. So
Yeah,
we'll
that
look
news
at it.
flashed, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the
Thank you very
best.
much.
Okay. Well, we have to take a break, and coming up, the